Right, so Game Master said she has a game for us to play. Before we go into the word of the day, what's the game you have for us?
So this game is called... What you look at me?
Yeah, what's the game?
It's called Truth or Overshare.
Truth or overshare? So is it I tell the truth or I overshare?
No, so you tell the truth, or if you choose not to tell the truth, you have to tell us. You have to share you have to share. You have to share like a very embarrassing story of yourself.
Okay.
And I mean very embarrassing, not something like that.
Oh yeah, I have one embarrassing story.
Keep it for when you don't want to tell the truth.
Okay.
Okay, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let me see. Questions.
Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you guys ready for these truths? Because I think I would rather share my truth.
I will tell my truth.
Because the embarrassing story is embarrassing.
So I'll give you, I'll ask you, then I'll give you the phone, then you can look at the questions, whichever one.
Okay.
Question number 1.
All right.
I'm going straight in.
All right.
Have you ever gone through your partner's phone? If so, what did you find?
What did I find?
Ooh!
Okay.
Are you gonna spill?
Yeah, I'm gonna spill. Because I don't want to share my embarrassing
story. No, but it has to be juicy.
But at the same time...
Kenny.
Did I go intentionally? I didn't go through his phone intentionally. I have gone through, but wasn't intentionally.
Okay.
I went through his phone mistakenly.
How'd you go through a phone mistakenly?
So I would say mistakenly because no, I didn't go through his phone. So I haven't gone through his phone.
Girl!
It was on the system. Let me explain.
This is about to be juicy because this explanation is getting...
So WhatsApp on web, on the laptop.
Okay.
Is that going through his phone?
Yeah, because you're going through his personal things.
Then I have.
So you were going... His WhatsApp. WhatsApp is very, like, it's yours. So
yeah.
If you were on his WhatsApp.
Yeah.
What
it was just there looking at me, so I saw it. And then I saw
what did you find?
No, I found some chats between him and his boys. Obviously, I'm not going to tell my husband's business.
Yeah.
But I found some chats between him and his boys that I wasn't supposed to see.
Okay. Yeah, the group chat.
Just a group chat. Yeah.
Oh no.
Group chat. It was like, so you know how we have our own group chat that they cannot see.
It's locked away.
What's
too much.
I
even said mine's locked away. Okay, go on.
But yeah, I saw his chats with his boys, and yeah, I saw some things. So if it's my secret, I will spill. But it's not
your secret. We don't need to.
It's him and his boys. Yeah, but
okay.
I have.
Look at you got me on this one. I thought you weren't gonna spill.
Oh, I have. How many of you have done it? And please let me.
I have as well. I've gone through the phone.
You
what
have?
are you talking about? Yeah. If you've not gone through the. Nah, I feel every woman would have somehow
gone through the phone.
If not like this, but when he's chatting and you're like, using one eye to look, what message are you sending?
Oh, that one. Oh, no, I've done that. No, I haven't.
I have.
When he's chatting, no. If I see something, I'll just ask him.
Or I'll say who you chatting with.
Or if he was
especially if I'm talking or if we're together and then you're paying so much attention to your phone. I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay, I have a good question.
Please don't be nice.
What's something you've never told your best friend? What is that thing that you've never told your best friend?
If you had asked me this question before, I would have actually mentioned something. But I've actually, of recent, told her something that I never told her before. So there's nothing I haven't told her.
Really? You've told her everything?
Everything she needs to know.
That's not everything.
That's everything now. I literally, no, so I told her something that it's not something I'll tell everybody. And even she was very shocked and she was like, wow, Regina, you never told me this in years. How come you never told me this? So that's one thing I shared with her recently. And it's actually very recent. I imagine we've been friends since we were 10.
Really?
Or 10, 11-ish. So I've only just told her this year or something.
I'm tempted to ask you another question.
I'll tell you off the question. Why are you asking? Give me my phone, Joe!
This is Real Dilemma Podcast with Regina and Dorcas.
Hey guys! Welcome to another episode of Real Dilemmas Podcast. We are your favorite hosts. My name is Dorcas.
And I'm Regina.
Welcome to another episode. If you're new to this episode, We talk about all things motherhood, friendship, lifestyle, relationship,
Everything.
Please do subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Your support means a lot to us, so please subscribe, and all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Again.
It's my new thing. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So what's going on? What are we talking about this episode?
What are we talking about? I don't know. You tell me. What of today?
Yeah. Oh, before we get into the episode, we do the word of the day every episode. We'll try to do every episode anyway. The word of this episode, I'm doing a slang.
I'm doing a word. So my word.
What's your word?
This word.
What's your word?
Okay. My word of the day is psychopath.
It's a common word that people use. It's a negative word. I know it's a negative word. People use that a lot.
Mm-hmm. What people use it? What? How can you define it? How will you?
I think people use it for people who they feel are sick in the head.
Weird.
For lack of a better, not just weird, sick in the head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So what's your definition?
So my definition, well, not my definition, but the definition of the word psychopath is, a psychopath is someone who consistently shows no empathy. No empathy, little to no remorse, or often behave in manipulative, deceitful, antisocial ways. Psychopath is considered a personality disorder and is often linked with antisocial personality, so APD, antisocial personality disorder, in a clinical setting.
That's someone who's really sick in the head.
Yeah, so I think you can actually be diagnosed. It's something that one can be diagnosed like a psychopath. There's also a sociopath, but we'll come to that another time. But psychopaths, in a sentence, is you can use it in a sentence by saying, despite his charming smile and calm demeanor,
Yeah.
his inability to feel guilt or connect with others' emotion raise a concern that he might be a psychopath. So remember the word I gave last week or last a couple, I don't know which episode or when we're dropping that episode, but that word was empathy.
True.
So it's funny that we use that word because this word is actually the opposite of someone
who lacks empathy.
Yeah, can be termed, and I say can because there's a lot more deeper things before you can get to the stage of psychopathicness.
Yeah. I think psychopaths are mostly diagnosed psychopaths. But then we use the term loosely for people who act really weird.
Yeah.
We just call them
I feel like psychopath is English is deeper than just that. But I feel like you can. It's not. The reason why a lot of people use it loosely is because when you exhibit certain traits, it's like how can you think
traits to that level? Human, yeah.
It's like you're a bit loose in the head. Sorry guys, you're a bit like loose in the head for you to think that deep, or like when you're being manipulative and stuff like that. Like it just comes across as there's something wrong up there.
And then when you're called out on it, you don't have any sort of feelings or emotions towards. You don't feel remorse at all.
So it can be if you have anyone in your life. If you have anyone in your life, then just keep an eye on them because they could be.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments. Have you run into any psychopaths that you on your own diagnosed? So my slang, I have a slang. My slang is kolo, which goes with psychopath basically. But kolo is a Nigerian pidgin English, which means crazy or mad. It can also be used to describe someone who is behaving erratically or is under influence of drugs. The word can be used literally or metaphorically, depending on the context. So I think in line with psychopath, I think those of us who use it negatively to describe someone who is acting kolo, use it metaphorically. Obviously, because we have not diagnosed them, we just call them psychopaths.
Is that just calling someone crazy? Like Why are you acting so crazy? Why are you crazy?
Or saying like that guy is a psychopath. That girl is a psychopath.
So instead of using the actual psychopath, you just use Kolo.
Yeah, you just say Kolo.
So how
this one the Kolo.
I was literally going to say, how do you use it in a sentence?
This one not mental. This one the
mental. This one the
Kolo. Ment, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. It's nice. We got similar words.
So another definition I just saw is used informally to describe someone who is behaving irrationally, unusually, or in a way that suggests a loss of mental control. Cuckoo.
I think Kolo. Yeah, Kolo is. Yeah, I was trying to say like Kolo is more like clinical, but it's like psychopath as well. Like, but instead of using psychopath, you define someone that, and I mean like when I say clinical, like properly like diagnosed, like someone that is running mad. For what mad is, you'd say, oh, this person don't Kolo for head though.
I swear.
But yeah.
Speaking of Kolo and psychopaths, we got a dilemma that we found a dilemma we want to talk about. I didn't read through before sending it, but I know that from the first page, I know that this person is already sick in the head. But yeah, so this lady sent, my husband likes to hurt our 7-month-old baby.
He already is a psychopath.
7-month-old baby, guys.
He's already a psychopath. There's nothing you can tell me. Go on, read then.
So, a few weeks ago, I caught my husband hurting our 7-month-old baby. Yeah. I has given her to him. She's saying she has given him. She gave her, the baby is a female. She gave the baby to him and then went into the bathroom to have her bath. While I was in the bathroom, I heard her scream, so I decided to peep and see what happened. Okay. I saw he was patting her back and she was looking in my direction, so I stood and was watching. She stopped crying and next thing he did was put her on his legs and started using his fingers to flick her face hard.
Oh God, I thought something else. Yeah. I thought you were about to say something else.
No, with the fingers, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was flicking her face hard, so she started crying again. I was confused, so I kept looking, trying to understand what was happening. Next thing, he started twisting her both ears hard and he had a wicked look while doing it. It was at that point I jumped out and collected her from him. I was livid, screaming and asking why he would be doing such to a 7-month-old. He claimed he did it because she would not stop crying, but he looked unbothered like he hadn't done anything wrong. The next day I left the house and lodged at hotel because a lot of things started to make sense. Before I saw him doing what he did, my baby would usually cry and scream anytime he tried to carry her. In fact, when she started crawling, once she sees him coming towards her, she would crawl to my back, grab my clothes, and be screaming like she was scared. Oh. But, yeah, sad, right? But I always assumed she was just a mommy's girl. After I caught her initial denied doing... After I caught him...
He initially probably...
He denied doing anything, but he realized I saw him fully. And then he claims that he was just frustrated and forgot for a second that she was a baby.
Oh, stop. What?
You forgot she was a baby.
Are you forgetting? Hey, God.
She looks like she was 20-something years old.
I don't understand because what?
Crazy, right? He started apologizing, but he didn't seem like he was remorseful to me. A lot has happened in between. I've tried to get over the issue and believe it was a one-time thing. Then a few days ago, I gave her to him again, went to the bath. On coming out, I saw him using a balloon to hit her head.
Yeah?
I understand that this isn't harmful, but it re-traumatized me all over again.
Girlie, you don't need to read it again. What?
The situation led into an argument and he started claiming that he hasn't done anything wrong, even with the first one he did. He doesn't agree that he has physically abused his 7-month-old child. He claims he just scolded her. He has scolded a baby.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you actually doing?
And he says I'm the one exaggerating the situation. This doesn't make
gaslight.
Sense to me. Exactly.
Psychopath.
Hello.
What?
And honestly, I want to just pack my bags and leave the marriage. Because I can't be with a man who possibly abuses children. I don't want to wait until the situation gets extreme and start
regretting. This is sad.
It is. I know I'm not overreacting or overthinking, and I'm very confident what he did is physical abuse on a child. But I'd like to get your perspective on the issue, because right now I feel like everyone else is downplaying what happened because it was done by the father.
You need to get rid of those people. Get rid of them. They need to go in the bin, as well as the father needs to go in the ocean. Yeah. Because what are we talking about? What are we actually talking about? Is it finished?
No. And everyone else is so focused on a marriage not ending and ignoring the fact that the victim is a 7-month-old that cannot speak or confirm if it was a one-time thing or if more has been done to her. A 7-month-old cannot protect herself. Please keep me anonymous. Looking forward to hearing back from you. Girl.
Oh my God. Remember we spoke about mother's love in the last episode?
Yeah. This is wild.
Yeah.
First of all, the guy is sick in the head. Twisting your 7-month-old
He needs to be locked up. Okay?
Twisting the baby's ears. And you're telling me you're trying to scold the child.
It's
scolding a 7-month-old baby.
I can't do this anymore. These dilemmas take me out.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Because what are we doing as a society? And you're telling her that you'd rather save a marriage? Is it until he kills that child? Because that's how it starts. You twist it here today, you smack on these. He has a mental problem.
He's sick.
He has a sickness in his head. He needs rehab. He needs some sort of medical attention. Because what are you telling me? What are you...
How do you discipline a 7-month-old?
What are you disciplining? What did the child do to you? If the child was crying.
Child that cannot speak.
No, he has a problem. You are not over exaggerating, lady. You are not. You've not even done anything. You are still calm. I trust the Yabo.
I swear.
Trying to bring her up, but come on. What are we talking about? No, you are not overreacting, girl.
That's all.
You are not overreacting. Honestly, you need to take your child. Forget this whole let's stay for the marriage, but you need to take your child. You have to safeguard that child. We're talking safeguarding here, right? Mm-hmm. Safeguard that child. Safeguard yourself. Because what are you telling me that he's disciplining a child? And he's not even... The reason I know that he's sick or he's a psycho is because of the fact that he does not see anything wrong in what he's doing. And for someone not to see anything wrong in twisting a 7-month-old child's
7-month-old baby. That's a baby.
It starts from that. It's the same. He would do something even worse and say he doesn't see anything wrong with it. This child is gonna grow up, and yes, children are gonna be children. Children are gonna take your buttons. They're gonna do things that would, aggravate you. This kind of man, he would use a knife and make decisions on that child and cut that child up or do something silly all in the name of I'm disciplining my child. Where do we draw the line here? What are we talking about?
Well, that's a child. That's a baby.
Guys, these kind of things, they trigger me, so I just don't like even hearing it. Well, what have you got to say about this? Because I'm tired.
He's sick. He's color in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Throw him in the bin.
Facts.
Leave the marriage.
Facts.
Because a child is put on earth as the mother. You are on earth to be the protector.
Yeah.
The father is also supposed to be the protector.
I was going to say, and the father, but in this case...
In this case, he cannot.
Clearly.
Imagine if a man that you're married to does this to a child.
Who am I?
His own. Imagine what he would do to other people's kids. That's not a good human being to be.
He's not. He needs help. So even if you don't want to get rid of, even if you don't want to put your what were they saying? Oh, save the marriage or whatever they're saying. Yeah, even if you want to do that, your first priority is what you've done, and I appreciate you for taking that first step by even leaving in the first instance and going to stay away, but then you went back, and then I understand you going back as well, which is fine because obviously it is what it is. But now that you have seen that there is a trend, and guy, let me tell you, this is not the first or the second or the third time you've just noticed it.
Yeah,
you've literally just noticed it, and that's why, like you said, the baby and these children, they're so innocent that they are just taking all these things. They can't speak up for themselves. And the only way they can express themselves is through their mannerisms. So your child is crawling to you and dragging you when he's trying to carry out. This is the child's way of expressing that they don't like this person. So do not take it for granted. Do not take it lightly. You really need to separate and look after your child. Your child is the most important person in this whole case right now, not this man. When you take your child away from this scene, you now need to, if you want to, now tell this man, I've taken this child away from you because I've realized that you are abusive. You might not know. Maybe he's actually clinically mental that he does not. He
probably doesn't know as well.
So he probably has some sort of thing going on in his head that he does. It's like a lot of abusers, some of them like that, like pedophiles and things like that. They, I don't know if we can say it, but yeah, pedophiles and things like that. They have it's a sickness. They find little kids attract those kind of things, and it's the same thing with this. You want to inflict pain on a child,
all in the name of discipline.
It's not even discipline. That's just his excuse. He's sick. So you can then now choose to be nice to your husband, and tell him, guy, you need to go and seek help. But until you seek help, my child, I am safeguarding my child from you.
I think it's another thing if he comes clean and says, yes,
I'm sorry. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I thought like that would make her stop crying. I thought that would.
That is crazy.
I feel like you'd be willing to give someone like that another chance, as opposed to somebody who gaslights you and makes you feel like, oh, you're in the wrong. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you say, oh, he's done it before, and it made her stop crying, so he thought, because a lot of men, a lot of men in Nigeria are not used to being around babies.
Yeah, and they don't know how to. Yeah.
So, but you come in and you're chatting, saying you're trying to discipline the child.
No remorse, no nothing.
Remorse.
This
Your
is a child.
instinct is right.
Yes, girl.
That instinct that you felt that made you feel like you needed to move out. Please remain out of the house.
Remain out with that child. You can go back. Let them be. If you want to. Oh God, this sounds mean, but if you are hell bent on it, but take that child somewhere else, because this matter. Thank God you are anonymous, but this matter, it could be a case. It can even go to like social services, which we don't want, but. If that child is not being treated properly, and I appreciate you as the mom, you are looking out for your child, and look, our opinion is our opinion, and this is what it is. Stay away from that man with that child. Once he's sorted out himself and he's gotten help, and you're sure that he got help, then you can go back. But for now, the same person that can twist a child's ear can only. No one say it in English. You can unalive a child.
I can twist a knife in a child's ear.
He can do anything to a child. He can do anything, and you can get what I mean by anything.
Anything. When it comes to kids are vulnerable.
I'm just shook by this. This dilemma has thrown me off. It's thrown me off. Like when you sent it to me, I read just half. I didn't read the whole thing. I thought I read the whole thing. I didn't know how to scroll. Like, dude.
It's a lot. It is. It's a lot.
Just, you know what, the last things we've been talking about over the last couple of... This whole motherhood thing is really triggering. And this is why I can be very overly protective of my children. But for me, I've come to realize that because of how I see my mom is very overly protective. Sorry, Mom, I'm talking about you, and she hates when I talk about her on the podcast.
She does?
She hates... She's like, don't talk about me on your podcast. She
Mommy!
hates it. Well, sorry, Mom, I'm talking about you. My mom is very overprotective.
The thing is, at the end of the day...
Even as adults, she doesn't care.
There's no you without your mom.
I get it.
There's no life experience that you've had without her. Like, she's in everything that you've experienced.
I absolutely understand. But I feel like as an adult, and being a woman as an adult, I'm like... There's so much more to you as a woman. So when I see that, and I'm like, Mom, there's so much you can be doing with yourself right now. And to her, she's happy. She's okay with where she is, and that's fine. But for me, I feel like, I don't want to be so engrossed. And I know that it's a natural thing. No matter how far I run, it could still catch up to me. That whole motherhood thing is going to be there. But I'm trying not to be. So that's why... I give my husband the reins a lot. Thankfully, he's very hands-on. It's like your husband as well. Like, they don't play with their children. So, and I'm happy that we married men like that, because now we can express ourselves and we can do things that we want to do for ourselves. Do you get what I mean? So, but if I'm like, my mom, My husband, I don't even. It's like I know see him. Like he's just there.
I just thought of another angle. So this is the angle I thought of. I feel like our parents are the way they are with us because of their upbringing.
Facts, yeah, true.
So now there are some people who their parents were not in their lives, and because of that, they treat their kids like, I'm in your life and I'm here to stay, and you will feel my presence, and so it seems like they're helicopter parents, right?
Parents, yeah.
But that's just because of how they grew up. Their parents were not there. Their parents were not, so they are like that. But with us now, having parents who were helicopter parents, we're trying not to be same. Do you get? That's how we feel. Our own kids might now grow up and say, my mom was not an helicopter parent. Yeah. So because of that, I want to be
fair. And it's true. So I always try to find the balance. So times when I feel, and I notice that, okay, is daddy doing a lot of things, and daddy does do a lot of things, I'm like, okay, let me insert myself. Let me be a mother.
Funny enough, you say that, but I don't see it that way on the outside looking in.
I guess.
On the outside looking in, I don't see it that way.
Really?
I feel like you're very hands-on with your kids.
You
feel maybe your husband does more, but on the outside looking in, I see you doing a lot as well.
I do, but because I see other mothers. For example, yourself or my sister. My sister is one person that I'm like, please, I can't, you do too much as a mom. Like, you're making this motherhood thing a lot.
Yeah.
But for her, she's so happy to do things. It's like she's like, I see her. It's crazy. I see that you're a real mother. And I'm not. But I'm fine with it. I'm okay with that. Do you get me? Like, not everyone is overly maternal. And I've come to accept that about myself.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of overly maternal, go on. I need to look for this. I think I sent it to you.
Really?
Yes.
You send me so many things every day. I don't know which one.
If you send your friends a lot of reels, please raise up your hands in the comment
reels.
section.
This one, her and Dorcas, I said Dorcas, you and Busayo, you be sending reels on reels on reels.
Let's see your hands in the comment section. Oh my gosh, if I can find it. So many. It's so many I can't find it, but let's keep going. If I find it, I'll play it.
Yeah, so I just feel like, that whole motherhood, we'll just do this one dilemma, but we've got more, but we'll just stick to this one because I feel this one is it's too much because it's like when we spoke about mother's love in the last episode as well, like, for me, as a woman, your main priority is to protect your children. As a father as well, but if the father now is the one that you're protecting your child from, then you need to take that stand. Damn everybody, including whoever is advising you to stay in that marriage. We're not saying you should leave your marriage, but you need to protect your child. That's what we're saying. That's our advice. You know,
people say that when mothers are when they're going through postpartum, they're overly in their feelings. Do you think there is a chance that she is slightly over-exaggerating it? Because 7 months is still postpartum.
Yes. 2 years is probably still.
And a lot of women, when they're nursing, they're like extra with their babies.
Yeah. But I don't think she's so, because the write-up was very clear that even if the first time she noticed it was overly being sensitive, she noticed it again. You didn't now just flicker, you hit the child with a balloon. What's that? Were you playing? Light. It's light, but now from balloon it's turned to something else.
Balloon is light.
No, but that's the precaution. You know, when we were talking about in the last episode about being kind and just observing things, you have to. You can't, as a mom, you can't take anything for granted. And I'm becoming more of that now. Like, even down to the words people use on my children. I'm very, very, call me dramatic. I'm happy to be called dramatic over my child. You're not going to speak over my child anything that they're not.
Yes.
Do you get? So, but some people will see it as, why are you being dramatic? No.
At the end of the day, just trust your instinct. I think she should trust her instincts. If that's what she feels.
Yes. What it is. That's why God gave us that. Me, I'm even in support of you. Do well. Because that man is crazy. He's crazy, girl.
He is
I feel he's crazy. I think, okay, we're joking, but I feel like he actually needs help because it might be a thing. It might be a kink for him. You just never know. People are crazy in this world. There's a lot of people with weird kinks. And it doesn't have to be sexual. It could be just, I want to inflict. That's like a psychopath, yeah. You know, you like to see other people hurting and things like that. That's crazy. Now it's not your child. I bet.
You see the balloon thing? I can forgive the balloon thing because it's light. You're just playing with the baby.
Not a 7-year-old. I wouldn't play balloon with. I do with my 7-year-old, my 8-year-old child.
Years.
Maybe I'll just when we're playing with balloon. I can do that, but not a 7. I wouldn't do that to play with a 7-year-old child, a 7-month-old child. I wouldn't. Because what does the child does not see you peekaboo.
But when
they laugh.
I don't even know. This is chaotic. This is chaotic. You guys, let us know in the comment section what you think about this dilemma.
Please let us know, and please advise the lady as well, because we've only given our opinion and our advice. But you know what, you can beg to differ, but me, I stand by it. Girl, take your child away for now and observe from afar, and then once he's comes around and he's okay, then you can go back. Obviously, you can't keep the child from the father, but if father no get sense, if you no get sense, then I beg go.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. You guys, let us know what you think.
I took that a bit too personal.
No, but yeah, that's okay, because you're a mom. It's understandable. You're a mom.
Nah, okay. Anyway.
It's understandable. You guys, let us know what you think, and let's continue this conversation in the comments. Achoo. I almost said.
Oh my days.
Let's continue the conversation in the comments. We'd love to read from you and then obviously respond. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching.
Guys, I'm sorry, what was that?
Into the end of
we'll see you guys in the Thank you.
Yeah, I'm grateful to them for watching and getting to this point of the episode.
Yeah, guys, make sure you like this episode. You comments,
share. Yeah.
Comments.
Subscribe.
Yeah. All that good stuff.
Yeah, guys. We'll see you in our next episode. Love.
Always. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.